Okay, this is for everybody who's requested this recipe from me and want to know how to make it. This is how I make it. This is the recipe for sesame chicken and sweet and sour chicken. Now for the sweet and sour chicken batter, which has to be made first, you will need 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1 cup cold water, a 1/4 cup cornstarch, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon salt, but I only like to use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You will whisk all this together until it is smooth, and then you must let it sit for 45 to 60 minutes before attempting to make the recipe, to go any farther. Now, for the second part of the recipe, which would be the sauce for the sesame chicken, you will need a good sized piece of ginger. It will have to be minced. You will need 1 cup chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons red vinegar, 1 tablespoon hoisin sauce, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 tablespoon sesame oil, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And of course your chicken. I am using 4 chickens worth, so it would be 8 chicken breasts. It makes a mountain, but it's so good it never lasts. So that is the first part of the video. I will mix everything together and show you what the batter looks like. Okay, as you can see here, I have got 2 eggs in there because I made a double batch. I doubled everything because I have so much chicken to make. So we're going to blend it, or mix it as it's making. Okay, so I had to scrape the sides of the bowl a little bit, so I needed both hands. We're going to blend it a little bit, or mix it a little bit more. Okay, it's nice and smooth. Now all we have to do is let that sit for 45 minutes to 60 minutes, which would be your hour, and then we're able to use it. If you don't let it sit for that long, it won't work right. Let me get the rest of the stuff ready. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm finished cutting up the chicken. The batter still has about another 7 minutes to go, but then I'm going to dump all the chicken into the batter and coat it very well. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so it's been 7 minutes and our batter is now ready to add the chicken. So we'll just dump the chicken in. Give it a real good stir around. Make sure all our chicken pieces are coated with the batter. We have cut the chicken pieces to about 1/4 inch thick and little strips. Okay. So now the chicken is all coated, and we will get our hot oil boiling and ready to be cooking some chicken. Be right back. Okay, so we've got our oil boiling. Well, hot enough anyway. Here's our chicken. We're going to put chicken into the pot. And it'll start to boil. Or it'll start to fry. And you'll see just how good this chicken will come out. Give it a few minutes to fry up, and then turn it around. And I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it comes out. Okay, so here is the lemon chicken, and it is ready. And next we're going to make sesame chicken out of it. You can eat it just like this and it tastes great. Or you can make the rest of the recipe, which is the sesame chicken, which is coming up next. Okay, so we've got our pot getting hot. I've mixed all the ingredients into a bowl. I'm about to coat the bottom of my pan with all the oil. Nice and hot. Now I'm going to put my ginger in. I need both hands to do that, so give me just a second. Okay, I put my ginger in. It's browning up. It only takes a few seconds. And this is going to be the second part of the recipe for the sesame chicken. Okay, it's brown enough. Now I take my mixture. It's mixed up real nice. Everything's in there. The red wine vinegar, the soy sauce, the sesame oil, and chicken broth. Everything's in there. You just pour it into the pan. Just like that. Now the recipe only calls for a little bit of sugar, but trust me, it needs at least Oh, I want to say at least a quarter cup of sugar in there. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to thicken up now really nicely. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes to start thickening up. Oh, you can start smelling that ginger and all those different ingredients combined together. Oh, it smells so good. Nice and thick so that it adheres to the chicken really well. And you just keep stirring because you don't want it to get stuck to the bottom. And you can tell how thick it is by how long it takes to drip off the spoon. Watch. See? It's like a syrup on there. And that should about do it. Now let's get our chicken and toss it in. Okay. Here we go with the chicken. We got it all cooked up and ready to go in. Just start adding your chicken to the sauce. Okay, so now all the chicken is in the pan. And you just start turning it over and coating it. That's looking so good. Smells delicious. Now all these little crispies down here, I like it in my sauce too. Because once they're coated with the sesame sauce, it just thickens up so well and adheres to everything so well. And of course, as like when you make chicken and gravy or something, you have to let it cool off a little bit to see it really thicken up. So turn off the heat and we'll let it thicken up for a little bit. Be right back. Okay, so then you've got your finished product and you lay it on a bed of rice and add some sesame seeds. All done. Oh, it's delicious. I already know what I'm talking about. I've made this meal many times, and every time I do, oh, it's just so good. Make sure I get that real good on there. Mmm. Oh yeah. Oh, that is just too good. I almost don't want to give y'all the recipe. Enjoy.